Hi guys, today I will be teaching y'all how to use my shader script. First, we want to grab this and put it inside your mod folder. You grab this and put it in your mod folder wherever you're doing your mod. Now, here is the script you're going to edit. You can copy it and put it in different songs, but since I'm just going to use a song for this, it doesn't matter. To create a shader, we are going to need make shader. Kinda obvious, but okay. No, you can preferably you're going to use it on create. Now the tag is how you're going to refer to that specific shader in the other functions. So like I can name it this A, and to get that shader, we're going to put A in the other functions. So to remove that shader, we are going to put A here and so on. Now the shader name is the name of the shader inside the shader's script, the shader folder, sorry. Now I'm going to use mirror since it's the most common one lately. So just mirror. Also you can have frag files and .bar files. I don't know the bird files, but you can have those, I guess. Now here's the camera. That's pretty self-explanatory. I want it to be on both. Now, if we restart the song, it will look like that, and that's because we want to edit the variables. The variables. The variables are like this uniform are what they call variables. I suppose they're variables. Now we want to edit zoom because that's the one that makes the screen look like that. Now to edit a variable, we can use set shader, twin shader, boom, set shader boom, and there are like others functions to edit other type of variables. But I won't go over them since they are kinda rare. Rare. I don't know who to pronounce that. Now we access it by putting the same tag. The variable we want is zoom, as said here, and the value is like the strength, I guess, of the variable. So if we put it in 1, it will be normal. A normal, yeah. If we put it in 3, it will be like that. Now that's just to edit the variables and instantly. If you want to twin it, well, we were going to use twin shader because why not? That's the whole point of the function. Now, the tag is still the tag of the shader you want to edit. The variable, the same variable, no, the variable we want to edit. We want to edit x this time, and we'll put here 1. Now, the time is in steps. A step basically is a square of the chart editor. This is a step. Look, step 0, step 1, step 2. Yeah, that's a step. Now I want it to run for 8 steps, which will be half of the section, like here, half of the section. Now the is, there are a ton of ises, but the ises are like how smooth you want the twin to be. That's like the best explanation I can do. But don't worry, because I will leave a link in the description of a video showing off every is in Search Engine. Use cube out, because that's like the most common one you're going to use. You use the mirror, and yeah, it deleted the x variable of the mirror. If we change the is, it will be different. Like See? Yeah. Now, boom, it's kind of the same thing, but you can use two variables. It will be like combining set shader and twin shader, but in one function. So I add here boom. No, here it says the value and the value to end. Now here's the value. Value to end is when will it end? So it will set this instantly, then it will smoothly go over here. So for example, I want this to be in -1. So this will go to the left and then smoothly go to the right. Yeah, to remove a shader, it's kinda obvious. I'm going to remove it in the first section, and I want to remove the A shader. So we put A, and it should remove, yeah, on the first section, which is this one. Now you can put 0 on any of those because it will simply not work at all. In that case, we want to use on song start. Song start is equal to 0 of this, right? Now, if we want to add it in different sections, now I will explain why I decided to use these two functions instead of use step it. So if it lags like a lot, uh, if and you put a course step, it can skip that line of code. Like I could put course step 16, and if it lags exactly there, that code might not run. And that's like the whole reason why I have this. You can just use this if your PC is alright. Now, if you want to add more things, you can do and course section equal to that code. This code, what you put inside there, it will run in course section 1 and course section 2. In this case, we'll remove the share twice, which will do nothing the second time. But yeah. And if you want to add more, you will do else if to. You don't need to put an end if you put else if. You can also, yeah, you can do this, and yeah, it works the same for every function. Now that's pretty much what you need to know. I will try and explain how the events works. So yeah, I will write this, the twin shader function. The first thing will be to the tag. We wanted to edit the a variable. Oh, sorry, a variable. No, the a shader. Sorry. Now, I want to input the variable myself in the chart editor. So I will do val 1 1. Now that val 1 1 is equal to this one. This is equal to this. Now, if we put this here, this 2 is equal to this. So the numbers will go increasing depending on how many commas there are in the event. That's the best way I can explain it. So we want this to be 1, we want to edit the variable, and the value 2 works the same as value 1. So let me just write the code. I am not going to show how this works since I am too lazy to realistically add the event. But I will show how it should work. I will mention it. So yeah. So we have thin shader. Now this, I want to eat a variable. So I want to input myself the variable. So in this case, I will put sum as an example because we are editing the mirror. Now in the value 2, 2 1, I'm going to call it that, is the value. Like value, the strength of the variable. So I want it to be like 3. Now a comma, and this will be the time, because the time value 2 is equal to here. So the time will be like 8 steps. And the last one will be the is. This time, I don't know, linear. And yeah, this will graph the sum variable, and smoothly put its value to 3 in the place of 8 steps. This basically will be like that, like this. I'm going to show you. So sum 3, 8, linear. Oh, sorry, linear. So that's what it does. If I write it like it was before, that's how it will work. Now, to have different events, you will like do that, change the event name, change the code, and yeah, that's like the wording of the events. Now, another thing, you can have various of the same shader. Like we can have the mirror B, 2, and like, yeah, there are like 2 mirrors, and yeah, we can make the A variable, but the A tag delete itself in core section 1. Yeah, and it changed. Also, the order of in which you add the shaders matter. Also, I'm going to explain the shader bowl. Now, I'm going to use barrel for this example. No, barrel. Now, this uniform is bool instead of float, and what this means is that this is a true or false. So we can use the set shader bool, which is a default PSYCH engine function, to edit that one. So A, we can graph the variable bool do chroma. Now, if you put it in false and change the barrel, which is the thing that it edits, barrel like 4, it does that, the borders. Barrel does the borders. And if I put it to true, it will be colored. That's it. Now, I also added a shader description, which this should be complete with every shader on the script. This should explain a little what they do and how to use this. To use this, the song pause, you could like set shader, e-time, and song pause slash what dance. I'm going to use the mirror thing. So here e-time, it I'm going to say. Now speed when it be like this. I'm going to put exaggerate range. This is like a random movement and a smooth random movement, I guess. A and put this to mirror. So this should move. Yeah, it moves like that. Oh yeah, it removed the shader so it doesn't do anything. Now if we remove this, that should not move. Yeah, it doesn't move. This is what causes it to move, basically. Some shaders use that, like the perlin smoke, to make smoke, basically. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything you need to know. If you have any question, you can leave it in the comments or in the Game Banana page. Also, sorry for my bad English. I'm really sorry. But that's pretty much. I would recommend using these functions instead of making the events. I know the events are easier, but I don't like having 1,000 events to edit 3 shaders. So also this is very serious. I want y'all to just use the shaders you're going to use in that song. Like just add those shaders. I have seen people, and I myself have done that literally paste every shader and use it. Like just paste every fucking shader and use it. That is not good for bad PCs. Like it will lag a shit ton on bad PCs. So I would recommend to go out of your way and delete the shaders you aren't going to use. That's my recommendation. I really hate when people do that. Also, yeah, that's pretty much. Thank you for watching, and I hope you understand. Bye.